Good Sunday morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. I know definitely I am. I'm feeling much better. A little bit of that flu bug, I think, was kind of going through me there the last few days. So, definitely a good sign when you wake up and you got a little more energy and a little more pep in your step. You know what I'm saying? So, today is another episode of Model Cars and Coffee. I basically got a couple of really cool gifts here. One about a month ago, and then one just this past week. So, very excited and honored that these two individuals decided to do this out of the kindness of their heart. And just the thought that people are thinking about you and they want to do something nice for you. So, that's huge. So, anyhow, enough of me rambling. Um, Let's get through this intro and we'll get right into this thing. Somebody say, "Hey, Bonnie?" Whoa. Alrighty, so we got through that intro. I need another cup of coffee, so we grabbed our Model Cars and Coffee mug. I've only used this thing a couple times. It's kind of small. I like a little more coffee. But I didn't want another full of the other cup, so this thing works out good to restrict my caffeine intake. So, what do we got today? Well, like I told you before, I'm kind of considering these birthday gifts, being that we're into March. Today is March 1st, and my birthday is in a few days, about a week or so. And I thought, man, this is kind of like birthday gifts, right? Because when you get older, you just don't get stuff for your birthdays. Your birthday's your birthday. You kind of got to do stuff for yourself. And this one just showed up like last week, and I was not expecting this at all. I get a yellow folder in the mail, and my wife brings it in, and my buddy Joe over at Big Sky sent me these things, these hero cards. They're mint. They are mint. I couldn't believe it. These cards mean a lot to me. That's a story for another date. I was shocked. I was truly shocked. This is a really cool gesture of a gift, and I'm definitely going to get some nice frames to put these in. I have an original Sox and Martin hero card with the CUDA on it, and I got that in a frame, and then we're going to put these over there with it, and once we get them in a frame, I'll show you all of them. But I couldn't believe it. I was just shocked. He told me that he bought up like a magazine collection, and there was a bunch of these hero cards in there, and he said, he thought of me initially when he seen them, and then decided to send them my way. So that's really cool, Joe. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. So they're gonna look great on the shop wall. And then this is probably about a month ago, but I'm gonna consider this a birthday present as well, because I mean, generally people you don't need to give people anything really, but it's the thought. It's just, I'm shocked. I really am. So I'm part of the MSM Model Club, which is the Midwest Scale Modelers. Awesome club. A lot of great builders in there. A lot of great people. I definitely I miss the fact that Tim and Debbie have moved down to Florida, And last time I seen them was at an NNL show, the NNL North show. Yeah, NNL North. And it was really cool to sit down and talk with him and stuff like that. But one of the other members, leading members, I think he's like vice chair member or whatever. I don't know. Clubs have different titles. But Bob reached out to me and said, hey, I got something that I want to gift you that you're kind of looking for. And actually gave me 2 kits. So this was the first one. This is the 53 Ford re-release. I did this kit in its original version back when I was a child. I struggled with this kit as a child, but I did get it done. I wish I still had it today to plop it right down here. And when I go to do this one, to have the then and now picture. But that is really cool that he did that. These things are a neat kit. And back in the day, I mean, a lot of kits MPC released all had this flip nose. This was a big thing to do to your custom hot rod or your car in the 70s, was to make a flip nose. You would jack it up. You'd put the big, you know, like M50s on the back, or in this case, this one I believe is Slicks yet. And they would always stick out. So you'd put air shocks. You'd have traction bars. All that cool stuff in there. The blowers was the big thing at the time, you know, putting a 671 blower on them, the flip nose, the whole thing. It's just cool. And then, of course, that just progressed into the paint jobs and the flames and the candy stuff. So I'm not sure exactly when we're going to get to this, but this one is definitely moving to the top of the list once we get a few of these done. I'm really kind of confused what to do with it. As far as, do I build it like my original? You know, what memories I have of that? Or I do love this box art. Like right now, I'm in the middle of watching Paul's videos because I'm catching up on all your guys' videos. And Paul is another one that I really look up to because he takes the information of the box art and that affects his purchase, but he also then knows, like, he loves the kit wheels and tires. He loves all that stuff, and like certain chrome parts, and then like he's a big white wall kind of guy, and he loves that custom vibe. So part of me is thinking, okay, what would Paul do with this truck, right? I know what I would do because drag racing comes to my mind, but maybe it's time I do something where we kind of make this thing a badass cruiser with a flip nose front end. Maybe we make the box flip up as well, like a show truck, right? I don't know. We're gonna think about that. Love to hear the comments on it. The other kit that Bob gave me, another one that we were discussing on the AMC show, and again, a lot of you fine folks know I love my special edition kits. He gifted me this 49 Merc. This is a really rare kit, getting to be a rare kit. I love this kit. Never built this kit. Have chased this kit down for quite a while. Bruce has built this kit in I think the tester's box, but it's the same kit. And when I watched some of the things that he was doing, I was like, oh, I got to get that kit. So I've been trying to track this kit down. So this is the only one I've got, and we are going to make sure that we put the best of everything at this kit. Because this could be a one and done for me. I really want to get at this kit soon, but I'm trying to be reserved on opening all these kits and starting projects, because that's why I have the zombie build with my buddy Paul, is to try and get them out of the boxes and into the shelves or into the cases. So I gotta get a few of these done, and this thing here might be next, because I wanted to do the Chrysler 300 for Bruce's Super Chrome build, his group build. I mean, he's got so many damn group builds, I can't even keep up. But this thing might be the way to go, right? I'm really itching to get at this thing, and I have a lot of ideas, and ever since this thing has landed on my front door, and I look at the box, and I'm constantly thinking, man, would I want to go this route? Do I want to go that route? I definitely have 3 colors that are at the top of the list that I want to paint it. Of course, My wife, she loves, you know, all these 49 Mercs. She loves the flame job. She likes that lowrider stuff. Flames is like the big thing for her. So I'm thinking, well, do I put some flames on it? I really haven't done anything with flames. That truck screams, I need a flame job. This thing screams, I need a flame job. Um, so yeah, be on the lookout for this. This is why we are testing those Kaleido paints on those tractors over there, because I want to do some really neat paint work. I want to try and do like some of these other guys are doing. You look at some of the stuff that Edgar from Scale Riders and a lot of the fellows that he hangs out with. And when those guys were all at Acme, that whole group, that West Coast group kind of, those guys had some amazing paint jobs on the table. My buddy Chuck over at Chuck's Hobby Spot, he does some amazing paint work as well. So I'm trying to practice and get some skill sets in my quiver so that I can attack these kits that I really want to build. So cool. Again, thanks Bob for gifting me those 2 kits. Like I said, my birthday is pretty much in the first couple months of the year, so both of these great gifts from both Bob and Joe, I'm going to kind of consider as birthday gifts, and that means a lot to me. The other thing that Bob had done for me and my son was he had a bunch of doubles of the special edition kits. I think there was another 6 kits that we bought at a screaming deal. So thanks again, Bob. That means a lot to me and my boy. And we've definitely got those things in the stash. I know my kid's already eyeballing up that CUDA as soon as he finishes his coronet. So thanks again for that. That means a lot. Again, go over there and check out my buddy Paul over at Left Coast Model Car Builds. I love that. This cup is actually pretty nice. It's just the right size, not too... The other one kind of blocks my whole big head. See? Works pretty good. Yeah. So we're going to get back to bench time here. I'm having a fun weekend. I got to hang out with Bruce and Paul a little bit. Kenny from K-Dog's Model Garage. Really cool. We'll probably see what's on flow here. Get that going after I watch a couple videos. Finish Paul's video here. I got a feeling that that's why I stopped it, because he's talking about that re-release 51 Chevy. I love my 51 Chevys. I definitely gotta see what he's talking about with that kit. Probably gonna be on my radar to buy that one. And who knows what other kits he may be talking about today, but chances are I'm gonna want to try and purchase all of those kits there. Which is what's cool about this community of having friends that have different interests. They're going to buy stuff that you may not buy right at the top of your list. And then if they can tell you that, hey, this kit was a little bit of a struggle, hey, this kit was a challenge, you might want to watch this, then you all learn from each other's experience, which is cool. Thanks again to everybody that's been commenting, people that have been leaving me messages on the Kaleido paints. Yes, that paint system seems to work extremely well. I definitely know that they've came out with some other new airbrushes. I have a couple that I will probably purchase and try. Nothing. I'm not looking at the Aventus. That's not on my radar at this point in time, just because it's a huge cost. This was a fun video. Thanks again to these gentlemen for thinking of me and sending me these gifts. That's really cool. Like I said, I'm going to treat it as a birthday gift. We're that close to my birthday, and it means a lot to me. It really does. I'm definitely going to treasure that. I definitely want to get into that Merc. That Merc has been on my radar for about 14 months, to be honest with you. So every time I bid on one, I usually lose it. So thank you again, Bob. Thanks again, Joe. Remember, look after your buddies. Take care of each other. Learn to disagree. There's no reason to fight and have divide in this world. We've got enough drama in social media. That's why I don't generally go on social media that much. I definitely need to get on my Model Car Tech Talk page more. We've got some new young guns that have been subscribing to that group page. They're doing some phenomenal work. I want to see more of the junior modelers get a part of that, because I feel we have a really good platform. There's no drama, knock on wood. That drama stuff will not be allowed there. We may add a third administrator to it to help me and Larry out. Larry has been covering for me, being that I've been kind of AOL here in the last few weeks dealing with stuff in life. And it's just a great channel, and that's what I want out of all the people, is so that the youngsters, the junior models, can come in there. They ain't got to listen to a bunch of barroom bullshit, and they can learn from each other, ask questions. Again, we've talked about it on the AMC show. There is no such thing as a dumb question. Ask away. So you can do that on the Facebook page as well. Maybe I'm going to get Bruce involved with that one as too, because we do have a private messenger that has got that same name, and Bruce and them guys do a phenomenal job talking in there regularly and taking care of each other and all that stuff. So again, go over there and check out Bruce's channel, check out Paul's channel, check out Big Joe's channel, and support all those good channels that are creating a positive environment, positive stuff. Other thing too, my buddy Bruce just hit 800 subs. Congratulations, Bruce. That is awesome. You're way overdue, my friend. You've been way overdue. So I'm glad to see that your channel is growing. He puts a lot of work into this, everybody. He really does. So if it wasn't for Bruce, there'd be a lot of things throughout this whole community that would be surely missing on some of the attention to detail and the compassion that that man has. So again, see you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.